Okay, this will be my last video for a while, but before I forget, I want to tell everyone, and I will not forget this again because I've tried to record. Well, I recorded like 3 videos and I've forgotten to say this. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my new subscribers. I think last time I checked, I had 115. I remember when I had two, and I know people who have 1,000. But I wanted to say, I know people that have like 10,000, but I wanted to say how much I thank you and I value your time. And I appreciate everyone looking at my videos and finding something important in what I say. I really, really, really appreciate it. Um, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to do my little giveaway. Cause what's $20 or $30, that I might spend. But I appreciate I appreciate that everyone leaves comments and some people tell me how nice my hair looks and stuff. So I don't do it. I don't get on here for compliments. I want to share my experience. And one last thing about the transitioners out there, I wanted to say don't be like me and don't look at YouTube and try to look at girls who you think your hair will mostly be like, because um after when you've if you had a perm, most likely would be while you're transitioning. If you've had a perm, then most likely your hair, um it won't get to its natural state for a while after you cut it. So don't think that that state is what you is what your hair's gonna look like all the time. My hair has changed, and now I'm finding that I have these little corkscrew curls that are not so well defined, but that's my 4A 4B hair. And then I have real loose waves in the front, and you have to live with it. But and I also, what I wanted to say is that it's you. It's you. So, embrace you. And it's true what they say. Once you let your hair do what it wants to do, you'll have a beautiful relationship. And I'm not sure if I'm not quite there yet, because I don't think my hair really likes twists. My hair likes to be out and it likes to be soft and fluffy. I'm trying to find the right ways to make it that way. Today, I it was almost there. What I did was I did a baking soda wash, and I've been doing a lot more research on my hair. And I've been doing a baking soda. I did a baking soda wash, and your hair is 4.5 to 5.5 on the pH scale, which means it is slightly acidic. And I graduated with a degree in chemistry, so the stuff about hair and things like that, actually, I'm used to hearing. But if anyone has any questions about chemicals and stuff like that, you could ask me. I have like a book of chemicals in my house. I'm a little geek, so um, the acidic, the more acidic stuff, and you don't want to get it too acidic, because then it will kind of dry out your hair. Too much of something is always bad, of course. But what you want to keep in mind is if you do those baking soda washes, which I recommend, they clarify very well for me and they don't leave your hair dry. You do the ACV. You need to do an ACV rinse after you do a baking soda wash, the uh because the I need to speak because the baking soda is basic, and the ACV will bring your hair back to its natural pH. So things that are what they are like to be that way. So if your hair is acidic, if your hair is naturally a pH, it doesn't like to be changed. It wants to be that way. It's going to be happiest, closest to its um, closest to its natural pH. So that's why you don't want to dump too much ACV on your hair, because then your hair will be too acidic. ACV is about two, is a pH of 3. So you want to dilute it, because then that makes it um, less acidic. So water is neutral, obviously. So if you're pouring, the more ACV you pour into water, the more acidic it'll be. So you figure You always want to dilute it at least by half. So that helps, and it helps to close your cuticle. But what I did was since the basic kind of the baking soda opens your cuticle up, I put my honeysuckle rose, Aubrey Organics honeysuckle rose in my hair, and then I kind of straight rinsed it with the ACV, and that made it be really, really, really soft. And it was just like I felt the texture that my hair was meant to be. And once it started drying, it started drying hard. But I put some Curls whipped cream, and I never really realized its full potential, but it's really good. And then I just put some shea butter on top of it. So I didn't put a leave-in conditioner in because my hair was so soft. I kind of put the Curls whipped cream as a leave-in conditioner, and then put the shea, and it was really nice. It feels, my twist felt really good. But on to what this main video was supposed to be about. I don't know why I talk so much. I hope you guys enjoy it. Um, Honestly, this video is about Mega-tek and all those other, things that claim to grow your hair because they alter it or they do something to it. Now, a lot of people say Mega-tek is okay, or it's just an overabundance of protein, and it makes your hair thicker, and it also does something that makes your hair, like, it stimulates the growth in your hair follicles, so it makes your hair grow more. You know what I mean? I don't agree with those things. Um, I don't agree with. I agree that you start messing with your hair, you start putting all these products in it. You need to do something that counteracts it. That's why you need to always keep your protein and moisture in balance. Making sure that you do protein treatments and stuff like that. However, I think that you want to fucks with it. Fucks, I said, fuss with it as little as possible. You know what I mean? Your hair, it needs to be moisturized, obviously, so you don't walk around with a Brillo pad over your hair. But why are you gonna shove an abundance of protein on your hair? Just so that it'll grow. You know what I mean? If you're you got some people have like the edges are all pulled back, so they put Mega-tek on it so the edges will grow back. Stop wearing your hair in a puff. I mean, I know your hair looks cute in a puff, but if you want your hair to be healthy, then you have to moisturize it from the inside out. You have to do stuff from the inside out because your hair is grow. Once it gets out here, it's dead. Yeah, you could put protein in it to kind of like fill in the gaps and stuff like that, but your hair is really like you really need to start making it healthy from here, from your scalp. That's why I talk about good scalp routines, and I think it's so important. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to clog your pores, but I think coconut oil is a really nice light oil to put on your scalp. Jojoba oil is a really good hair thickener. You know what I mean? If you want to put something to thicken your hair up or something like that. But you also got to know that your hair does what it does on its own time. Trust your body's intelligence because it knows what it's doing more than you know what it's doing. You know what I mean? So your body is made with its own machinery, with its own internal brain. Forget about what you think is best for your hair. Like your hair knows what's best for it. So don't overload it with protein. Don't use these all outside chemical stuff. You know what I mean? You're staying away from parabens. You're staying away from this. You're staying away from that. You're making sure that you don't have any silicones in your hair, so that you don't have to, that your scalp is not gunked up. You're staying away from mineral oil. You're staying away from this. You're staying away from that. Good. Continue to stay away from that. But don't go and put some Mega-tek or some big thing. Nourish your body inside out. Take vitamins. Take minerals. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Your diet is good. Your hair will grow. Sometimes your hair has a period where it doesn't grow. Like every 7 years, it just has a stagnant period, and that's just when your body is turning over and becoming something different. Then after that, your hair grows. So relax and enjoy the time that you have with your hair at that stage. You don't need anything else to alter you and make it because you're beautiful just the way you are. And Mega-tek sounds weird anyway. No, I'm just kidding. Just think about what you're trying to do for your hair before you start putting all those chemicals in it. I don't know. Let's look at Rustic Beauty's page. She's got some long hair. She never used anything like that.